IELTS reading strategies. Introduction. Reading is the second part of the IELTS test and takes 60 minutes. It consists of 3 or sometimes 4 reading passages of increasing difficulty. And there is a total of 40 questions to answer, though you can mark and write on the question paper. You must enter your answers on the reading answer sheet. And be aware that no extra time is given for transferring your answers from the test booklet to the reading answer sheet. IELTS Reading question types. In the IELTS Reading section, there are different types of questions. These questions are designed to test your overall reading skills, including skimming, scanning, finding main ideas and details, understanding logical arguments, and recognizing author's attitude. Here are some common IELTS reading question types. Matching questions. This is the most common question in the IELTS reading section. May cost you more time to answer than other question types, because you have to understand the requirement of the questions first, and then locate as well as understand a lot of pieces of information in the passage. Multiple choice questions. This is a traditional question type in many English tests. You will be asked to select the correct answer to a given question from 3, 4, 5, or 6 choices. Completion questions. This type of question requires you to complete a sentence, a summary of a paragraph. A question begins with WH words. When, what, where, and who. Or a note, a table, a diagram with several words. Logical questions. This question type require you to identify if information in a text is true or not. IELTS reading techniques. To be successful in IELTS reading exam and get high score, let's try this few tips and expect exemplary performance. Read many articles. You have to read as many articles as you can. This will give amount of words, knowledge in many fields, a certain kind of experience and confidence for that matter. You can't just wake up someday and go hit a band score of 9.0 in reading module without reading practice. Skimming. This is a reading technique that allows you to read through a given text very fast and within the shortest time possible, while identifying main ideas of the given text. This technique will help you save on time and will also allow you to have an idea of what the text is all about within the first reading. Scanning. This is a technique where you read through every line very quickly, looking for a specific word or phrase. This skill helps to locate where the correct answer is. Scanning alone does not give the correct answer. Rather, it tells us the correct location of the correct answer. Keywords. What are keywords? They are numbers, proper names, main nouns, main verbs in the sentence. Keywords help you to locate the place in the text where the answer. You wouldn't need more time to scan through the text again. Title. The title of the text that you are reading will tell you what the text is all about. First, read the title. It will give you an idea of the content of the text, so you'll have an ample time comprehending, since you already have an idea of what you are reading. First, reading the title helps you decide which passage is easier for you to do first. Time management. This is very key. The reading module is 60 minutes long, and there are 3 questions for you to answer. Do not share time equally. The IELTS standard works with an increasing difficulty. That means the last question difficulty level will be higher than the last 2. So make sure that you'll have close to 30 minutes for the last question. Check grammar. Be extra careful with the grammar at the beginning of the questions. More so the negatives, because they totally change the question. And if you are not careful enough, you may end up answering oppositely, with all your gathered confidence. Every beginning of a sentence is very important. Do not read the whole text. There will never be enough time to read through all the text. There are parts of that text that you will never find any question rising from. So no need to read. Just remember that your job is to look for the right answers, not reading everything. The unknown answers. If you can't find an answer of the current question, leave it pending and proceed. Mark it and move on to answer other question. But always remember that you have unanswered question. Once you have finished writing your answers, then go back for it. Transferring the answer to the answer sheet. In reading module, we don't have transferring time. So, after answering every question, you have to flip over to your answer sheet and write your answer immediately. The number of words in the answer. There are those questions that dictate the number of words. So, you must follow the rules of question. Count your words one by one and remember that a vowel in a sentence, example, A, is also counted as a word. Spelling mistakes will always count. Try as much as possible to check on your spelling when you are writing the answers. And if you get time after answering all the questions, then check once again, in case you made any spelling error. Intelligent guessing. At times, you'll be given difficult words in the passage that you may have no clue at all. What should help you make a correct guess is the context in which the word has been used. Certainly, this difficult word will always be related to the topic of the given text. Write the answer without thinking, taking of elapsed time, and you haven't finished up. If you have a multiple choice question, left guess, there is always a 25% chance that you'll get a correct answer in a question of A, B, C, and D, multiple choice answer. Good luck and get high score.